Hi guys, welcome to this week Forex and commodity market review. Today I'll be taking you through uh, the market. We'll be looking at how the market behaved last week, trading week, and we'll be reviewing the performance of the market. We'll be looking at the index, the dollar index, the commodity index, and some of one or two few stocks like Euro USD, British pounds, USD, gold, and the likes. We would also be reviewing, giving an outlook of what to expect in the coming week, basically from a technical analysis standpoint. In this short few minutes video, I will also be taking you through some of my trade plans for the upcoming week. Straight off, let's quickly go to the market and see how the market behaved last week. As it is, the way we look at the market, I first of all would like to look at the dollar index. The week before now, we noted that we were expecting a continued downtrend after a breakout in market structure, but in the week just ended, we noticed that the dollar ended at some form of correction. In the bigger picture, we have the long bullish uptrend, consolidation, a breakout back to our historical resistance support level, now resistance zones, and waiting to see how the market will behave. So in the previous week, the dollar gained strength in the week. And obviously, this actually affected some of the major currencies as well. So there we saw the Euro USD consolidating in the week, also had some form of bearish close. So the sellers were in control, but did not fully had control of the market compared to the week before. So we had a down week for the Euro USD, and let's take a look at our daily time frame regarding that. Also, okay, let's quickly look at the British pounds as well. So British pounds also declined in value as against the dollar also in the previous week, as well as all other major currencies. The Australian dollar also fell against the dollar in the week as well. Let's look at gold. Gold signaled an interesting pattern in the week. So, okay. In the week, we saw a sharp decline in gold. In the week just ended, gold fell about 2.71%. So it opened about 1,902.31 and closed about close at 1,938.15. That's about for about 60 something dollars or some pips. So so gold also declined in the week though, and so gold had massively declined. Brent crude oil also declined. So in the third straight week, broke through the demand trend line that we were observing for weeks, and so Brent crude also declined by about 4.12%. So having seen how the market has behaved, so we had a stronger dollar in the previous week, some minor decline in the major currencies, the sharp decline in gold and crude oil, which is our focus for today. So let's take a look at what we are looking at and what we're expecting in the coming week. So in the coming week, we expect. Okay, let's look at what we expect in the coming week. So we actually expect that the dollar should be in a range. So the expectation that the dollar could be in a range in the coming week. So I'm just trying to pick out my daily. Okay, good. So interestingly, now the Euro US dollar after he had broke through the structure, which we observed 2 weeks ago. On Monday, I did a midweek review of this currency pair and what my expectations are. So you can subscribe to this channel, watch the video, and look at what my expectations are as regards this currency pair. But as it is, so after it formed like a longer doji, like a doji came back, so it has been trading within this resistance zone. So it's an important resistance zone that has been trading within the resistance zone. So the pair has been trading within this resistance zone, and it's so what we see now is that it found support below at the former resistance, now support, now trading within the zone of 1.0764/35 zone and 1.67 and 637 zone. So we have this pair trading within this range until there's a breakout, either hops on the upside to signal a conviction to the upside or downside to signal a possible continuation of the long-term downtrend to the downside. So we await to see a breakout confirmation on this. In this case, we need to wait for a breakout. So the British pound shows an interesting pattern. After we saw a symmetric triangle that was breached. Let me pick out this. Good. We saw the symmetric triangle that was breached, and outside we saw an inverted hammer or an angeman back to test the symmetric triangle, now acting as a support zone. So on Thursday trading session, it closed to G. Friday trading session, it closed to G. So we are waiting to see confirmation today. If it closes bullish, then we likely project a continuation of trend. But if it closes back below, then we may see a continuation of the downward trend in this pair. Okay, so quickly let's take a look at another interesting pattern, which is the USD Canadian dollar, which is another currency in my radar. We've always noted that every time it touches the upward sloping trend line, we see a renewed buying interest, and we actually observed it some 3 weeks ago, which it did, and now it's trending up. Now it's at a found resistance at an important resistance zone, which we drew. So it found resistance at this important zone. So we are ready to see it has been traded within the upward sloping channel trend line. So I'm waiting to see how the market will behave. But as a Friday trading session, it closed at an angle, which is more like which is actually a reversal pattern. So we wait to see, is there a possibility for a movement to the downside to touch this trend line once again and pick another buying interest or a breakout in the trend line? So we wait to see that as well. So finally, okay, let's take a look at gold, then I take a look at Brent crude before I close out this session. So let's take a look at gold. Interestingly, after we saw the upside, this sharp uptrend, step up trend, now we've seen a correction. I love to work on my Fibonacci at this level. So let me work on my Fibonacci at this level to see how the market is reacting on key Fibonacci zone. So okay, let's look at how the market is reacting on key Fibonacci zone retracement. So sorry, Fibonacci zone. So presently, it has actually reversed to the sorry. Okay. So it has actually reversed to test the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So which was the low it got to this early in the early of today's trading hours. So we saw price sharp trade to test 1932.16 price level, so which was actually 38.2 Fibonacci retracement zone. So we also are waiting to see how the market will behave. So let's take a look at the Brent crude. Interestingly, we seen like a morning star, so which is a bullish downtrend, and Watanama a bullish uptrend. So this is actually a morning star, a likely possible so we may likely see possibility of a retest of this trend line and a confirmation of the downside. So in summary, the dollar is back to the resistance zone, within resistance zone. So yes, we are looking at a possible range in our market, and the Euro USD is probably setting up for a breakout. The pounds is at the critical support zone, so it's at a different support trend line. So it's also as a support trend line to see how the market will behave. The USD Canadian dollar, which also in my radar is trading within the upward sloping channel trend line, a breakout signals it down. So we could trade within this trend line as well. Gold presently has gone to find support at the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement zone level. And are we going to see a continuation of downtrend, or we term this as a correction or assumption of the uptrend? So we are waiting to see that as well. Before I end up this session, let's look at what are the expectations in terms of the fundamentals. What are the major events? So tomorrow we are going to see the claimant count change, which is a red. So the high impact around the British pounds on Tuesday, high impact also on Wednesday for the US dollar, the CPI or CPI inflation report, the Australian dollar, the China yuan, the British pound also on Wednesday, and the US dollar as well on Wednesday. So take note of this on Thursday as well. Importantly, the US dollar unemployment claims on Thursday for the US dollar. Friday, aside from the British pounds, retail sales on Friday, which is expected to be an high impact news for it. So finally, let's take a look at what's my relative currency strength indicator is showing to us. The British pound tends to be stronger based on the short term. In the medium, the British pounds are stronger short term, Australia in short term, Euro in short term. US dollar is also stronger, but a bit weaker than the British pounds and the likes. The mid-term shows that you have BTC on the rise. So for the crypto lovers, BTC is the place to check. The euro is stronger, British pounds next in rank, Swiss franc next in line, dollar next in rank, Australian dollar next in rank. The weakest is the Japanese yen and gold on the medium term. So having looked at all these, so my plan for the week, let me conclude my plan for the trading week. I would not be doing anything today, and I'll be updating members of my trading group on what my possible entries are, looking at some few setups I'll be looking at. I love working with the pivot point strategy, and I love working with the Fibonacci. So I love to use the 4 hours of as my entry timing chart for my timing and entry. So subscribe to this channel, you'll get more videos, and I'll also send you a link on how to join my trading group on WhatsApp so that you get my real-time trade report, trade alerts. Thank you very much, and have a good trading day ahead.